Welcome, man. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Real quick, guys, I'm in one of those venting moods. Okay, I got some things on my mind. I get here this morning, guys. First thing that come out of their mouth, you know that transmission here. All right, so this is a minivan that I diagnosed last week. Had a P0944 and a P0868, something like that. Well, guys, one of those instances where the freaking transmission is starving. 0944 stands for pump prime pressure low or something like that. Okay, simply put, the transmission line pressure is low, just pretty much as it states. Okay, now some of these transmission, guys, there's no way to do a physical line pressure test. Remember back in the old days, transmission on the valve body somewhere, you had lines that some T ports. You can open the T ports and stick a pressure gauge on it and test your line pressure. Man, those days are so far gone. I don't know how many of you guys were doing transmission back in the day, but that's how we check line pressure to verify a clutch pack is being fed what it's supposed to allow engagement. Well, anyway, a lot of this stuff is monitored electronically. Well, 0944, for some reason now, that code's automatically, I don't know, exceed the 70% rule now. Guys, I told y'all, I have transmission tools to rebuild these, but they will not let me rebuild them. It's not that they won't let me. I think it's got something to do, a lot of it got to do with risk. And some of the guys around here ruined it. But I'll say it, they ruined it for me. Okay, they was half-ass building them, and the cars was coming back, and they had to put units in them after that. Instead of fixing what they didn't fix the first time, they would go into panic mode. Forget it. I guess you need a whole unit. Certain managers that's, no, from now on, that's not, of course they would never say that's the case, but for some reason every repair, and I probably shouldn't be saying this, so I won't, but anyway, guys, this is a Mopar. This is something new to me. I have never seen one boxed up like that. Look at that. It's all taped up and wrapped up and in a bag. Go figure. Look at this. So, and back to that van now, guys. Have they serviced their transmission? I don't know. The car only had like 80,000 miles. They got some kind of warranty. I don't know if it's extended warranty or whatever. I wrote up everything the way I'm supposed to. That's as far as I can go with it. But today, and there's no burnt aroma smell to it, indicating that it's severely overheated. Well, anyway, long story, let me do this. Let me take a break. When I come back, we're going to get to the point. I tend to rant a lot, so forget all that. Let me take a break. I'll be right back. All right, guys, here we're back. Now, here's my beef, all right? Okay, I can understand you give me a transmission, but look what else they threw in. Yeah, y'all recognize these? These are cooler lines. These lines come from the transmission to the transmission cooler. All right, now, let's take a look at this. Guys, this car do not have an external cooler, just sitting on the outside of the grill like a lot of cars do. This cooler is technically built inside of the condenser, right? So, in essence, I have to do some AC work. That is the condenser, but the trans cooler, here's where the AC, no, this might be this is where the transmission, this is where these lines bolt to. Okay, so my line's gonna go there and the other end gonna go into the transmission. That is basically, guys, one of those, no, let's do it right. Now, by not replacing the cooler is not technically not doing it right. If you verify, do y'all understand what the role of a cooler is? Number one, it's there to help keep the trans fluid cool. All right, you don't want, in the event of overheating, the fluid travels through this, guys, and that fluid can reach an extremely high temperature if there's not a cooler in place. So every car out there, modern car out there now, will be likely equipped with some form of a transmission cooler. This is the cooler / condenser on a minivan, town and country. That's what this going on. Okay, so this is technically more work. Now, I'm hoping, I think this is warranted, but I'm hoping that they factor in, because now I got to bust the AC open, evac and recharge. That's like a 1.4, I want to say. But these cooler lines, another hour. So I'm wondering who paying for this. Now again, okay. I get it, the risk. No, JT, please don't try to build it. Just replace it. I get it. All right. they so scared of being burnt. I'm telling you, man. It's other guys. It's not me. All right, because guys, the main parts I used to go to the counter to get when I have a transmission failure of any sort. This works. This has been working for me for the longest. A front pump, naturally a torque converter because it gets the most wear. The clutches inside come apart. And an overhaul seal kit that holds me for the whole transmission. Okay, I take it out, put an input clutch assembly out, rebuild that, replace all the seals and gaskets in the remaining transmission, and that transmission is back up and running. I've been getting away with that for years as far as repairs. Okay, now keep in mind a filter come in the overhaul kit, so naturally the filter have to be replaced. But my point is, we get the transmission and cooler. Now, I'm a big fan of verifying that the cooler is not restricted. Guys, if this cooler is restricted in any way, the fins inside of it is restriction, and I'm not talking about, well, I use the word restriction because if that fluid managed to get hot and it goes back to the transmission, yes, you can cause this brand new transmission to fail prematurely. So I get it why they want me to do it. Now my beef is wondering if I'm getting paid for it. I need an extra hour, 2 hours to. It's in the front of the grill. Do I got the van? Yeah, I got the van over here. Let's go look at something. So yeah, it don't look that difficult. Oh, I hope I ain't got a radiator leak. I wonder did they throw that in too, but yeah, it's right in the front of the grill, so just a matter of taking it. It shouldn't be that bad, but yeah. I typically can look at this trans pan and see if it ever been off, but this one is bothering me, kind of fooling me a little bit. Yeah, so they want me to just simply replace it. And at this point, I have to do what I'm told. Okay, yes, I would love to build this thing. Piece of cake, man. Drop this motor, put it on the table, tear it apart. And I felt superior. You know, I felt like I was really accomplishing something in life because I'm hovering over a transmission scattered apart with one of those big old robe jackets on, feeling like a doctor at an operating table. Yes, guys, that feels good. That feels lovely. Now, I don't get to use my jacket anymore. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to get that out. All you transmission guys, if y'all still overhauling transmission, good for y'all, man. Especially if it comes out to be a successful build. All right. Yes, I get why management doing what they're doing, so I'm not gonna dog them out too bad. All right, guys, that's all I have. Thanks for watching.